Hey, aloha. So it's September, yeah. It's almost October. Halloween. It's coming up. I know. It's still what, a month out. But anyway, I was thinking about October. I was thinking about zombies and zombie apocalypse. I was thinking, all right, zombie apocalypse happens. What am I taking with me? Of course, take like a pistol or something, a rifle. But shoots. Let's say those are off the board. Which one of my weapons am I taking to the zombie apocalypse? So today I thought I'd go through all of the pieces that I have. Some of these are heirloom pieces that I made for my family that will stay in my family for hopefully ever. Other pieces are actually available. So if you're interested in one of these pieces, just let me know and I can get back to you on that. But for now, let's take a look. I'm not going to go into detail as to the type of piece it was and how it was used in battle per se, like its historical significance. I'm just gonna go through the design and function and have some fun, yeah? Here we go. So I kind of organized them in by type. So over here on the left-hand side, these four, those are ihe. Ihe is a short spear in Hawaii. The ihe was occasionally thrown, but usually it was like a close range weapon. Then here in the center section, I've got a mix of clubs, a couple axes, and so these two right here, those are like Hawaiian style throwing axes. This is like a kind of like a modern style axe, but with Hawaiian influence. Same with that one. We've got a club, Hawaiian style club. This is a Maori club. That's a fishhook. And then this is a nifu'oti, or a Samoan style club. And then coming over this way, we have some swords. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swords. Most of these swords are display only. I have used them in testing and they actually were pretty beastly. I broke that one. Still gotta fix that one. But different style swords. And then these are leo mano and a knuckle duster. So these four are strictly Hawaiian style weapons, leo manos. And then this is it's actually a Hawaiian style piece, but it was, the design of it is meant to pull from the World War II knuckle knives. And then this piece, this long piece here, this is not a spear, this is a taiaha. The taiaha is a Maori weapon from New Zealand, or Aotearoa, and it's more like a fighting staff. It wasn't thrown, it was used similar to like a quarter staff. So this is a pretty gnarly piece. I don't think I would take this one. So a short spear, similar to just about anywhere else that uses a spear. You've got thrusts, stabs, you can throw it. The problem though is this is really meant for someone that's alive. You're gonna be just like beating this up. So the tip here, the spear is the ihe. The tip of them are made with marlin bills. So if you look right here, so this right here is a marlin bill, and then that's tiger shark teeth. If I were to use any of my spears, I probably wouldn't use ones with teeth, because for a zombie, it's just not going to matter, yeah? So I would probably take this ihe here. So this piece, this is actually this is an heirloom piece. This is one of my favorite pieces. I don't know if you can tell, but the marlin bill, it's a blue marlin, is just perfectly straight. Unbelievably perfect. And then the koa wood that's used for this, I don't know if you can see, but just has an absolutely beautiful color to it. Beautiful grain. Love it. So this one actually wouldn't be bad because it's got a smooth tapering spear end, and it's a marlin bill, it's bone, so it's super tough. So you could probably use both ends. So use this end as more like a long range, almost like a hammer. And then you've got stabs that you can go in. Oh, that'd be mean. So this probably wouldn't be bad. Right to the head. bag. This is good. This is an option. This is an option. Probably wouldn't take any of these three. I think they'd probably lose function pretty fast. Definitely gonna probably take this one here. I can also throw it if I needed to. Oh, okay, so this is the Nifo'oti. This piece is a monster. So the Nifo'oti is a Samoan weapon, and it's actually, the design on this is a little bit different than, well, not a little, it's a lot different than the traditional Nifo'oti. So the traditional one actually was both made out of a blade, a steel, like a metal blade, and wood. But usually how it would look, this section here would be roughly the same, except for, you know, instead of shark teeth, it would either be this type of carving into the wood if it was full wood. If it was metal, it'd be just a blade. And then usually it would come back with a hook. This I made as a combination piece between the Samoan Nifo'oti and the Hawaiian styling. I think I would take this one. This might be even my number one. Maybe. Possibly. Because, so one, you got the teeth. So if you do need to cut something off, if you do need to just slash, that would be monster. And then this backside is just straight up blunt object. I mean, the only downside with this piece is it is kind of heavy. It is kind of heavy to swing. Check this out. Absolutely gorgeous. Beautiful. So this is a big maybe. So this piece here, so this is a mere. So this is another Maori weapon, not a mere, patu. Sorry, a mere pretty much looks the same, except for a mere is usually made of gemstone or rock. The patu is usually made of wood or whalebone. This is made of coal wood. It has a beautiful compression curl. You can see the reflection is kind of ruining it, but man, beautiful curl. So these weapons here are really simple, but extremely effective. You can just do a ton of damage. Now this is a really short range weapon, but it's really light. But you've got the end here that you could bludgeon with. And then this edge here, it's a hardwood. Coal is a hardwood. So you could definitely crack skulls with this. But it is close. So this is a really close range weapon. But maybe a good sidearm. Have this on your side. Pull it up if you need to. Oh, that's good. That's good. I like it. So this here is based off of a Hawaiian style. Although it is mostly my piece, there weren't too many pieces that had this many teeth on it in this configuration. But I mean, it's just a mallet. So this would just be brute force. Again, the teeth aren't going to do much against zombies, right? So against a person, this would be nasty. I mean, even just getting grazed by that and teeth break off inside of you, that's insane. But a zombie's not going to care. So we're going for headshots. Not bad, kind of heavy. It's a heavy piece. So I don't know. This one's a maybe. Let's see. What other pieces? So I've got the axe. Probably not the axe, either one of them. I mean, they're meant for slicing, but not really a zombie weapon. These two, these are throwing axes. Oh, I love these. These two pieces here, actually beautiful coal wood. You can see, oh, you see that? That's the 3D look. Oh, right there. Beautiful curl. So both of these pieces, these are actually, of all the pieces that I've tested, these two here have cut the best. If I'm going against a person, I probably want these. Good reach. They absolutely slice. Powerful, heavy weapons. They've got a good balance to them. Not really a zombie weapon. Let's take a look at the swords. Any of the swords. You know, I don't think I'm taking any of the swords for zombies. The only one that's a maybe is this one, just because it's so light. So this right here is a pretty rare bill. This is a sawfish bill. These teeth are just super stout. I don't know though how that's gonna work against a zombie head. So again, probably not. And then this is a katana, but it's made out of wood. It's not gonna. It's just that's just for show. We're just gonna ignore that one. So these are my leo mano. Two of these are heirloom pieces. This one here and this one here. So this leo mano is made of the teeth are hemipristis fossils. Absolutely beautiful pearl and then a pearl inset. Probably wouldn't. So the leo mano are used as blades, knives. Let's grab this one. Absolutely gorgeous. So how leo mano are used. Now I'm not a practitioner, but I do know the basics. So leo mano are used as knives. You have slicing motions. And then this back end here, you can hit with it, but it was largely used for grappling. So again, not really a zombie weapon. And you can cause some damage. The leo manos slice through the ballistics gel. I mean, these are made to go against your neck, your stomach, arms. I mean, these will slice you open. Not really for zombies though. So let's take a look. So the last one over here is just that knuckle duster. Also not really a good zombie weapon. You know what though? I think the next best zombie weapon might be the taiaha. So the taiaha is a is kind of like a bow staff fighting. Now this one's a little bit long for my height. It should have been a little bit shorter. I don't know if you can see that whole thing in there. But where this is good is the shape of the taiaha. So the front end here is kind of like a spear. If you want to learn more about the different sections of the taiaha, I have a different video where I go into a little bit more detail. But the front end here, it acts like a spearhead, although it's not a spear. It's meant to be the tongue. But it is used for thrusting. So you do have this that you can get at with the range. But more importantly, on the body side, so if you can see, it's round in the center, and then it comes to a blade. So what that gives you is enormous power on striking. And so from a distance, so let's go back here. So if I'm at a distance, I have enormous speed and striking, and that does huge amounts of power. So in the testing that I did with this, I snapped 1-inch wooden dowels, long grain, and it just sliced them. So this would crack a skull. So you probably could get some long range strikes at a distance. So this is another maybe. Definitely a possible zombie weapon. Although I think the patu, the flat paddle, the nifa oti, the large hand axe, the ihe, the short spear, I think that might be my combination. This is a maybe too. Oh, I don't know. If you want me to do another video where I go into more detail about what each piece is and what it was used for, and its design and cultural significance, let me know and I can do that. For this video, I think this is plenty. Let me know in the comments below which weapon you take for your zombie apocalypse. So many choices. Aloha. Thank you for watching. See you next time.